Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the Black on Black World podcast. It's your boy Greasy Too Smooth, and I am joined here by my partner Anton Rainey. You already know we come to you with interesting and exciting conversations from around Chicago and around the world, and we are here today just to chop it up on a few things that's been going on around the world and around the internet. I'm here with my man Anton. How you doing today, bro?
I need a nickname, man.
You need a nickname?
Yeah, you come in like this Greasy Too Smooth.
Greasy Too Smooth.
Anton Rainey.
Anton Rainey. You want to be? Hey, you want to be
That's not
macaroni?
even a household name.
You want to be macaroni? Hey, macaroni Tony.
I ain't even got a common last name like Johnson or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, hey man, it's a one-on-one, man. It's an original name, man. Or so man, yeah. So listen, man, I'm doing something a little different today, right? You called me and you told me you wanted to talk about some topics, and I looked through the internet and I saw some little things to chop it up on. So I kind of want to go a little improvisational and just want to go over these things, man, and just chop it up, man, and just give people kind of our view, the bros' view about some of the stuff that's going on in the world and in the internet, man.
Okay.
So I'm gonna read this off. I'm gonna flip this over and read this off, and then we just gonna get right to it for the people, so we can just see what's to this here, man. So I got 4 topics for today, man. Topic number 1 is Jay-Z a sellout, right? Okay, so we on the internet. And I got the post right here. So the post that went viral was he sold out Dame Dash. He used Kanye to revive his career. And then bailed on him. He was fraudulent with his support of Kaepernick, and then he signed a deal with the NFL. He sold out his hometown of Brooklyn by gentrifying and bringing in the Barclays Center. He waited 20 years to speak up for Beyonce at the recent Grammys when he snubbed Kanye for doing the same thing back in the day. And
That was 20 years ago?
they say 20 odd years ago, bro. That was quite a while.
Can't be.
At the end of the post, there's a slithering snake if I've ever seen one in human flesh. Wow. And that's by Spicy on the Instagram, Twitter, something like that. So that's number 1. Number 2 is Club Shay Shay encouraging snitching, right? Is that the new first 48? Because now I'm hearing about the second Monique interview, and they saying she's telling all, and I don't know how that look in the hood community. Number 3 is our white women. Hey, I don't think we're gonna get no monetization. Our white women out to ruin our black stars, right? Because we talked we talked about that pattern of the brothers getting caught up in the courtroom when they get on and leave the sisters, right? Yeah, and for the Chicago people, we got our migrants the future, right? So yeah, so we gonna just jump right into it, man. With topic number 1, man, is Jay-Z a sellout, man? Let me put my 2 cents in first. So I'm gonna say this: I think that to become a billionaire, you have to think differently than everybody around you, right? And I feel like, and it's just my personal opinion, I feel like people who are thousandaires can never accurately or really gauge why or how somebody with billionaire status is doing what they're doing. Give me your take on that. What you think, man? How you feel about Jigga Man? Because I mean, when you look at it, and it's hot in here, bro. Take this hat off. When you think about it, Jay-Z hang with people for a minute and then he gone. You know, and it looks like, I guess to us, the rest of the world, us regular everyday people, that you know, he getting richer and richer and richer, and everybody else that's done business with him, you know, coming back out with an attitude, man. I don't know what you think.
I mean, I can see both sides of it.
Right.
Because, when you become a billionaire, you're going to outgrow people. Because, like you said, that's a whole different status that, a lot of people are not on or don't even have the mindset to be on.
Right.
So to get on that status, you do have to, trim the fat, so to speak. I think there's a way to do things without alienating the people that you once rubbed elbows with. But sellout is a strong word, you know, and I think black people, we throw that word around a lot when brothers and sisters come up, you know. However, I do see a lot of the points that people made because, you know, he did, you know, in fact, you know, jump board on Kanye, and Kanye, you know, was like, he was a you know, an intricate factor into, you know, what Jay-Z started doing, you know, during the Blueprint era. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, they was like, you know, brothers. They did the album together. You know, they was like, you know, Thick as Thieves. Then, you know, when he wasn't looking good, you know, to the white people. When he got up there and he did Taylor Swift, where he did her, and you know, it seemed like it started going down here from there. And then once Kanye started, you know, Kanye. You know, he didn't want to, you know, be associated with that shit, you know. But when you look at, he'll go to the BET Awards, him or his wife will go to the BET Awards. Now, I don't watch the awards, so I'm just going off what I hear.
As far as Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, they don't go to the BET Awards, you know. They don't seem to support, you know, I'm not going to say they don't support black people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they're, you know.
Black entertainment.
Yeah.
Television.
Yeah.
BET.
Yeah. They're not supporting, you know, you know, BET, you know, things like that, but they'll show up to the Grammys and stuff like that. You know, they you want to call it funny acting?
You know, man, I feel like I hear sell out, right? But what happens when you buy in? Because, you know, Nipsey wasn't a sellout, but look at how it ended for him. You know what I'm saying? Boosie is somebody that's a polarizing figure. He's a famous cat, but he stays hood and he stays relevant and he stays in these spaces in these communities. He gets shot. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know, big
Dolph.
like think about Dolph in the hood. You know, Biggie died coming from the Soul Train Awards, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So while I don't support the idea of, you know, 1 minute you supporting Kaepernick and the next minute you signing a contract with the NFL. I also understand from my studies of like the 48 Laws of Power, the 33 Strategies of War, that you often have to do work with a kind of deceptive mindset. You know, you can't come in with the black power, fuck everybody, y'all better do what I say or whatever. You know, so I've seen that behind the scenes, Jay-Z is doing a lot of things as far as creating documentaries for the culture, as far as funding education for people, and just doing different things to inspire black youth. But the older I get and the more I experience things in business, I feel like because if we choose to make somebody famous, if we choose to keep looking at them while they're rising to the top, that doesn't give us the right to tell them who and what they should be supporting.
Yeah.
Right? Because when they're creating their art, we never ask that question until they get so far away from where we are that, you know, we start to do things to pull them back down. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you. I see it kind of both ways. It's kind of like, you know, he helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, he built a lot of people up who would have not otherwise had these opportunities.
Yeah. Like I say, like you can understand why people think that way.
Yeah.
You know, but that doesn't mean you have to, you know, share their sentiments. You know what I'm saying? It's like I understand why you feel like he's a snake and all this other stuff, but those are, you know, snakes sell out. Those are strong words, you know. And like I said, we throw those out at our own people a lot of times, especially when we don't know what the fuck is going on. It's like we wasn't there. You know, we don't know the relationships. We wasn't behind the scenes with these people to, you know, to give these accounts and say like, oh, this nigga's a snake. Unless you sat with this man and, you know, he did something dirty to you, you know what I'm saying? Then you be like, hey, this mother did this to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can only speculate just what we see, you know, on paper.
Right.
So it's the same thing with Michael Jordan. Everybody calls Michael Jordan a sellout and all this other shit. You know, everybody wants you to move the way they want you to move. Otherwise, you know, you're not for the people.
Yeah.
And you know, that's bullshit.
Yeah,
But
I agree, man. I agree. I think it's hard though, man, because we see so much struggle, right? And we see so much poverty, and we see so many people without opportunity, and then we see all of these people at the top who we don't actively see reaching back, you know. And I think because so much of what people do is captured and edited and reshot and fed back to the people, it would probably be a better look for those entertainers at the top of the black community to kind of put some optics on that so that they could give hope and kind of set an example for what people should do, because a lot of these influencers, a lot of these new people that are coming into fame and coming into money, they have no intention, bro, on giving back or doing anything for anybody other than themselves.
Yeah. And also on the flip side of that, just to reiterate what I was saying, we don't be knowing. We don't know what people. Sometimes people don't want to be in the middle of the spotlight like that when they're doing things because it seems disingenuous.
Word.
So a lot of people do things behind the scenes, like they fund this, they fund that, or whatever. So we be saying, oh, these people are not, they're not supporting the neighborhood, and they don't give back to the community. It's like you don't know what this man did.
Right.
It's like this man probably done bought 6-7 grocery stores that employed most of the neighboring people around there, or
Right.
put
Right.
money into healthcare centers or whatever the case, just
Yeah.
etc. But I've had to learn myself to stop speaking on shit that I don't know the facts on. I just read it as entertainment, but it's like I'm not about to go into depth about it because I don't know.
I dig, man. I think this post though, the way he laid it out, it was very compelling. It was like,
it was. As I said, it made you think. You like
whoa.
it makes sense, but it was like who is he? Like how you know?
Yeah.
So, but again, he's just giving his opinion.
Right.
So we can't fault him on that, but it made a lot of sense on some of it.
I could dig that. I could dig that, man. Okay. So on topic number 2, man. This one is kind of near and dear to me, man, because I'm from the South Side. I'm from a neighborhood and a background and a culture where, things that happen amongst your peers stay amongst your peers. We don't respect pillow talking. We don't respect putting people's secrets out there. We don't respect throwing people under the bus in front of strangers, and especially in front of cameras, man. And
That's right about white media.
that's yeah, man. So while I think what Cat Williams did was very entertaining and it was eye opening and it was compelling and it kept a lot of people looking. I think on the flip side, in a lot of the, I don't want to say underworld, but in a lot of African American communities where people have to move a different way to provide and to survive and to get ahead, I think what he did is kind of frowned upon. And unfortunately, from what I'm hearing, I haven't even watched the interview yet, but I'm hearing that Monique went on there and kind of did the same thing, man, just telling people's business and slandering people and talking crazy about people. So my thing is like, is Club Shay Shay gonna be the new First 48? Is this where y'all gonna go to tell on people? And what is that gonna be for the culture, man? What is that gonna be for entertainment and comedy?
It's gonna be what D.L. Hughley said. I don't know if you've seen his response, but he said it just seemed like Wendy Williams went and got in the weight room. And that's exactly what the fuck it is.
Wow.
This is nothing more than our culture. We just adapted and we just love. It's a messy culture. We love mess. We love messiness. You know what I'm saying? Everybody runs to the internet for their gossip.
Right.
And that's when it's all said and done. You got a bunch of messy ass people. We watch Cat Williams because we love Cat Williams' delivery. Everything he says, he says it's funny.
Yeah.
But when you sit down and you analyze, what he did, it's like, damn, that's a female shit.
Yeah.
That was messy. That was messy as hell. Like you could, you didn't have to come and address shit, about what happened, whatever. You could just, talk about what you're doing these days. What you got coming up. If he asks you those questions, you could decline to answer. But also, again, we want people to speak their truth. So, but again, there's a way you do things, a way not to do things. You know, you can just say what was not true.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, what he said about me wasn't true on here, or what she said, this and that, all that didn't play out that way. Right. He's really started dragging motherfuckers.
Yeah.
He did a Monique. Before Monique went on the Shay Shay. First of all, Shay Shay.
Yeah.
He called the show Shay Shay. That's just let you know anyway. But anyway, motherfucking Shay Shay. Nigga call it Club Shay Shay. I got a couple homegirls named Shay.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey man.
Yeah. So but before she went on Club Shay Shay.
Yeah.
She been ranting for about 2 years.
That really don't sit well with you, huh, bro?
Yeah, I was like, because somebody said that's actually the name. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I thought he was, like, even if you playing like that, I'm like, Shay Shay, nigga, your name's Shannon. Yeah. That's bad enough.
Yeah.
But
I've seen him, bro. But you know what? Listen, I've seen him on his previous show. I've seen him do the whole bit where he like got the Black and Miles and the Hennessy and the do rag, and he like over the top with the, and that's kind of like minstrel type behavior, bro. Yeah, like
His fake cooning. You know what I'm saying? That was real stereotypical.
Yeah.
You know
So but between that and some of the things that I've heard, and it's just my opinion, I've never been compelled to be a fan of him and what he has to say and how he feels about things based off of some of the behavior I've seen him do, as far as, because my love for black people in the black community. So I don't like to see, our habits or some of the things we do perpetuated as stereotypes, especially by nobody that looks like us. You're a strong black man and you got the power to affect positive, views, man.
And I don't know if you ever watched him and Skip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shannon, I fuck with Shannon. I'm not gonna act like I don't like Shannon.
Right.
He's over time, whatever. He said a lot of things, that I agree with. Like he is taking a stand for black people a million times. You know, but just like we were saying with the Jay-Z thing, you kind of went left now. You kind of strayed away from what people expected from you. So now you turned into this diva. That you allowing all this mess to come on there. It's like, bro, you a man. Yeah. Two men was sitting. It's like you got two men sitting there. You got one, rambling off a bunch of messy shit, and then you got the other one just like, damn. It's like you just like you say, perpetuating it. You just feeding this bullshit. Like it's just feminine. It's feminine energy always in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but,
I feel that. And I don't think it looks good for. I've been a part a little bit of the reality TV game, and I've seen a little bit of behind the scenes of entertainment, and it's not really a good look for up and coming people who are trying to get involved in some of these things, because a lot of stuff happens backstage, a lot of stuff happens behind the scenes, a lot of things go on that are, I'm not gonna say necessary evils, but in order to get some of these artists to create some of the art, some of the movies, some of the shows, some of the music, some of the concerts that people love so much, there are ugly things that have to be facilitated in order to make those things happen. Because it's a different level of, 9 out of 10 people in the comments online have had the luxury of going to work, going home, getting some good sleep and rest, going back and starting all over again, and like doing overtime if they want to, and kind of having anonymity when they choose. And a lot of these celebrities, man, when they become celebrities, they're at work 24 hours a day. They're on 24 hours a day. Everything that they say and do is scrutinized 24 hours a day. I mean, even with what we're doing right here now, we kind of scrutinizing them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people be coming from the place of commenting and feeling a certain type of way about what they see, not realizing that they're only getting a pinhole view of everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So when it becomes the norm for everybody black to talk about all the terrible stuff that's happening behind the scenes, then what happens if we all stop getting invited behind the scenes? You know what I'm saying? Like we already fighting to get recognized in realms of music and realms of film and different things like that. And we still have a long way to go while we tearing each other down. You know what I'm saying? Like Dave Chappelle say, man, Cat Williams didn't talk about nobody outside of his own race and his own group of brothers and sisters who trying to take off like he is. You know, everybody he named pretty much came from nothing. You know, he wasn't talking trash about nobody who was born with a silver spoon in their mouth and it came out the game a millionaire. All of y'all came out the trenches at some point.
Yeah,
you know,
and all of them are a very important part of our culture and
right.
What we grew up on.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of Steve Harvey, but I think shit. I love what he's doing. He's making moves. He's probably coning a little bit,
yeah.
But
he's having a positive effect on a lot of people.
Yeah,
and I think that outweighs the, like what you just said with Shay Shay. My personal feelings about some of the things I've seen don't outweigh if he's doing a lot of positive.
Yeah, So but like I said, Steve Harvey, the things he's doing, he's hands down the best game, the Family Feud host ever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he didn't overshadowed all the white boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he just resurrected that show.
Mm-hmm.
We think back on Cedric the Entertainer. I'm just saying all the people that he was naming. Yeah. Like that hasn't tainted my views of them. Right. Because that's what that negativity, that messiness do. It tends to turn people against each other.
Yeah.
Because we have people that we interact with on a certain on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to bring my problems with this man. Mm-hmm. And I a couple of my homies. You know what I'm saying? Me and you be sitting talking. I'm like, why this motherfucker?
Right.
I will never come on here.
Yeah.
And out this man.
We don't name
especially
names.
I'm still fuck with him.
Yeah.
Even if I wasn't gonna fuck with him no more, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to, try to turn you against him because me and him have a problem. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what he did, and that's exactly what Monique is doing. Mm-hmm. They want everybody to, hop on board of this, this hate train, and it's like, hey, I don't like this motherfucker. I want y'all to rally with me, you know what I'm saying? Get your pitchforks and we out here. Mm. But, I'm just not with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So Club Shay Shay.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Club Shay Shay, hey man.
I never thought about it until now. I just thought that was a Shay Shay.
That's why you better make sure you pick a solid nickname, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I done heard niggas call you Twine before, and I'm like, hey, bro, nah, this ain't that.
For all you Century City niggas.
And
all of us who my name is Anton. A-N-T-O-N. No Twan in it. That's like that. And I found myself answering to this shit. They're like, Antoine.
Yeah. Hey man, you always been a good sport though, man. You always been a good sport about that, man. So that's I got a homie that called me Grizzy, and I got my little DJ partner. He gave me a nickname. He messed up my name on the mic every week, but it's kind of cool. He called me Groove Too Smooth, and I'm like, damn. My man Groove Too Smooth in the building, black on black wealth. Yeah, I'm like, damn. I mean,
they got a nice little kick to it. Like Groove Too Smooth.
Like, man, he fucked up and gave me an upgrade. I kind of dig that, man. Yeah, that's what's up, man. So topic number 3, man. Let's jump right in it, man. We got, man. Listen. I don't know what's going on. I was researching to get the topics, and I just saw a post on the Shade Room that said 2 or 3 more women, whatever, done come forward. Why y'all messing with my man Jonathan Majors, man? Why they on my man? Why they on my man like that?
That's on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on him.
It's on him. He been out here pink toeing it up.
Look.
Break it down. Break it down for me, man.
If you're gonna make snow angels, you know what I'm saying? You gonna get frostbit.
Hey, give me some. Hey, you heard it here first.
Hey, you out here, you know what I'm saying, playing in the snow, this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't know what black men don't understand. And this is the thing. I don't have nothing against white women.
Right.
I find some of them attractive, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. History. Mm-hmm. We could go back to Rosewood.
Right.
We go back to
Emmett Till.
Emmett Till.
Right. O.J. Simpson.
Black Wall Street.
Right. O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, he did to himself too. But anyway, he did to himself.
I was just seeing where you was going to chime in with it, but
he did it to himself. Yeah,
he did it.
But
Okay.
just over the course of history, white women, even at, what was that other thing? I forget. I was watching that movie. White women has always been at the center of
turmoil.
Yeah, especially when it came to black men.
Yeah.
And they continue to do it. Every single time one of these people get one of our brothers get with a white woman, it always turns out bad.
Right.
Because when it's all said and done, when the shit hits the fan, y'all get into an argument, you bop her back in the head or some shit, or you wrinkle her blouse.
Yeah. She's a woman, but you're a black man.
Yeah. And she's a white woman. They're gonna make sure, that you stay in line. It's like we just keep doing the same shit. We keep repeating the same mistakes. I'm not gonna call it a mistake. You know what I'm saying? It's a sound decision. Right. We feel good. Not us in particular, just saying in general. Yeah. Black men, we get with a woman outside our race, we feel like we accomplished something.
Yeah. I've seen that. I've seen that and heard that. That's something that made me cringe, man. Recently, I heard a brother talking about that as if like he had to win a lottery ticket or something. Like, I got 2-3 white bitches, and it's like, what? Why is that? That's a goal of yours.
That's a nigger mentality. I might as well say nigger.
Yeah, that's a goal of yours, bro. That's something you putting on the. Yeah, man. I think, but I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm a student of human beings, and I'm a student of human nature and human behavior. And one thing that I can say in earnest is that I kind of can understand a reason why so many brothers get on and then run to the arms of these women who live and exist outside of their culture. And one of the reasons that I see, and this is just me from a psychological point of being a man, coming from a background of so much poverty and trauma and adversity, right? Black men and black women can bond through the tough times and the scrapping out of the trenches and the getting pulled over and being nervous when the police behind them and dealing with the violence and the marginalization and all of these things that affect us and make us kind of who we are. We can relate on that level, but I feel like a lot of these men, they get this money and they get this new atmosphere and they get put into this space where they no longer have to be on the defensive all the time. And then they run into one of these women who don't have trauma and don't have attitude and are, anything you need and whatever you want and I got your back and that can be something that's very enticing and inviting to somebody who has never had that before, and they're not realizing that is just the face, that is just the cover of the book.
Yeah,
you're not opening it up and getting to the chapters and seeing what's really to this. You feel me?
And you know what? And that's also another negative stereotype about our women, because the thing is, you can find that with your women. You know what I'm saying? Every woman is gonna fuss.
Right.
Every woman is gonna get in your face. When they're feeling some type of way, because women just naturally emotional like that. So whether you with a black, white, Hispanic, Chinese, you're gonna get some type of blowback. You know what I'm saying, from a woman. We tricked ourselves into thinking that all black women just have bad attitudes. We think that white women are just submissive. White women, what we don't realize is that white women come from a place where they're submissive and obedient to say what I want to say. They're obedient that way because they come from money. They watch. I'm gonna say certain ones. I'm not gonna say all white women because Some broke white motherfuckers.
Yeah,
out
it's some trash out there,
yeah.
man.
But those particular white women know how to catch a man, and they know what to do. They know what type of man they're going for. They only go for certain black men. A white woman that's up north that come from money ain't coming to fuck with one of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless it's on some fetish shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She want the big dick. But we flock to those women thinking that we're gonna get better, and it's like, no, broaden your horizons. Start dating or fucking with black women. That's outside of the ones that you normally deal with. If you're gonna deal with loud, ignorant, combative black women, what I'm saying, that's what you're gonna get. Find you one that was raised right.
Right. But I agree with that. But that's easier said than done, depending on where you're coming from.
Absolutely.
Depending on what you've had access to, depending on the type of people who have been in the circles that you've been in.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's why I said broaden your horizons. Step, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, some people just, they're comfortable in what they're in. Like, this is where I'm at. This is what it is.
Yeah.
And just to go back to what you said, when you get to a certain social status and a certain financial bracket, and you venture out, you're like, oh, this is what I want, because and you get excited because it's something different and you think it's better. But if you take the time to say, like, I want to date a different brand of black woman now. I don't want the ones that's in the bar all the time. I don't want the ones who still throwing up forks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or whatever. I want one that's cultured. I want one that's about family. I want one that's gonna allow me to be a man and lead. And be ready to lead her.
Right.
So
yeah. I think I mean, when you get to those levels, when you get to those private parties, when you get to those yachts, when you get to those country club dinners and different things, that these private events and stuff like that, is there a lot of that there? I think you have. I think it's almost predatory, man. Like you say, you got they fetishizing, and there's knowing I can go in here and I can finesse this dude and I can get him, right? And it's I don't think a lot of us who come from particular social backgrounds have the capacity to play the mental and psychological chess that's kind of going on with some of these other levels. Because watching that video of Jonathan Majors running from this lady, you literally running down the street, you wrestling with this lady to get your phone, and you trying to get away from her because you know what comes with this. That's what I feel like.
No, absolutely.
You know what comes with this, right?
He trying to separate us.
I don't ever want to be nowhere, bro. I'm 6'4", 260 pounds, man. I'm built like that. I'm a weapon. I don't ever want to be nowhere where 911 gets called and there's a white woman saying, "There he go, right there." No, I don't want to be there. I'm running off too. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he really knew, And maybe he was just, like you said, it's on him, because maybe he was willingly playing this dangerous game over and over again.
Yeah, and the reason I would call it willingly is because we see it. He's about our age, so before you became famous, you've seen firsthand, what happens in the industry. You see what happens in the world, period, when it comes to black men with white women, in domestic situations. It always turns out bad. Even with just having casual sex with a white woman could turn into a rape charge.
Man, it's wild, man.
It's dangerous as fuck.
I saw a video where they had footage of this young white girl. She's coming out of the club. She's running to the car to jump in the car with these four brothers and leave with them. She's literally chasing down their car to jump in the car with them. And later on, she found on the side of the road, like inebriated, and they say, oh, she was drunk and she was assaulted and she was this and that by these men, and they all being charged with rape. And it's like, damn, if I can't get in my car and drive away, somebody runs to my car and hops in my car and is determined to be a part of what I got going on, and they can still have the power. And that's not saying I don't know exactly what any of the circumstances were. I'm just saying based off of common sense, seeing that situation made me say, nah, I don't look like what they saying is what really went down. You know what I'm saying? But again, I think it's crazy for it to be 2024 for us to have come along this much in so many other realms of the world, and you know, relationships outside of our culture are weaponized against us. You know what I'm saying? As a black man, it's like the best thing you can do, probably I feel like, and you feel like, is to have a black woman, right? But I also feel like the fact that if you choose if you choose to be with an Asian woman, or choose to be with a Hispanic woman, or choose to be with a white woman, or choose to be with a whatever other race, there's a whole nother level of danger. Real talk, bro. Danger that comes with that, right? Like that's crazy, man.
And you know what? And our culture, our people, we're the we're the only ones who are not taught. Well, I'm not gonna say we're not taught. I'm not gonna go that far. Let's put it this way: white, Asian, Hispanic, Indian, they are headstrong about their culture being with their own people. Their race of people, I should say, being with their own people.
Yeah, I did.
And we don't value that no more. Some of us.
Yeah.
And me, I can say, like, I don't care who dates who. If it's making you happy or whatever, but be mindful of what's gonna happen. In a situation where if shit gets heated, you're gonna be on the other side of the battlefield.
Right.
Or the losing side, really.
Yeah, I can dig it, man.
And that's coming from somebody that's a product of an interracial relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I saw in recent years, because I just met my father only recently, and I see how his family feels about. Fuck that. I'm gonna say how my father feels about black people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know how my father feels about black people. And so, that also led me to believe, like, y'all just want to fuck with us for...
I was going to say, but not black women, just black people. When it's serving you okay.
Yeah.
But when you see it as opposition or a threat or a possibility of competing with you.
Yeah. My sister, my sister has a black mother too. So it's like, me and my sister, and I say, my sister's mother and my mother favor.
Okay.
I said, oh, he had a type.
Yeah.
And so what led me to this, how I feel about him, and me just interpreting how he feels about black people. I was scrolling his Facebook page, and I can't remember what the article is about, but he shared an article on his page, and he put knucking figures. But you know what he meant.
Yeah.
Fucking niggers.
That's wild, man.
My father. My father that slept with two black women and basically produced two black children.
Yeah, it's real out
so
here,
that's
bro.
why that's why I feel the way I feel, when it comes to interracial relationships. It's like, yeah, they seem happy, but again, this could be just them scratching their itch, they fetish or whatever. So you have to always be mindful when you decide that you want to date outside your race, because you never know what you about to be a part of, what you're signing up for.
Yeah, it's a dangerous game, my boy. Straight up, man. So last but not least, man, I want to go ahead and get to this last topic, because this is something that's having a major effect on our city, a major effect on our communities, a major effect on our people. Are the migrants the future, man?
Yep.
Are the migrants the future?
Yep.
You say yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna say yep too, and I'm gonna let you go first on this, man. I'm gonna let you go first on this. Talk to me, man. What are you seeing with all of these people from from a different, mostly Venezuelans, but a different language, a different culture, being bussed into our city and being given opportunities before people who have been here forever, who legitimately want to improve their lives and be a functioning parts of society.
I'm just to give you the cliche answer. No, I hate that shit. And that was the first thing I thought about when, when they was, our state, our country, I should say,
Mm-hmm.
they're breaking their back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just about black people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of white people living on the Wacker Drive.
Right.
There's a
Right.
lot of people that's been, disenfranchised over here for years, who fought in the war.
Mm-hmm.
Who helped build this country or whatever. Fell on hard times.
Mm-hmm.
Who have mental illnesses. And
Right.
we have not addressed those things yet. But as soon as they come over here, they get funding. You know what I'm saying? They're getting checks, they're getting places to live, and they're about to get all the jobs. And on that part, that's on us.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of people who look down on working regular jobs. I don't want to work fast food. I ain't, you see it all the time. They go in there like, bitch, how much you making?
Yeah.
You only making $12 an hour. And
Yeah.
it's like, and we don't want to work those jobs. We don't want to do anything, that's gonna require us, punching the clock, whatever. These motherfuckers are coming, and they will work anything.
Yeah.
And they will take any pay.
Right.
And so they're gonna take over the workforce.
I agree.
It's coming shit now. Shit.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Don't
No.
y'all got a Venezuela dude dropping the chicken?
Huh?
Yeah.
Nah, man, I don't. You know what?
He burnt the fish the other day, G. I told you this shit.
Let me tell you, right?
Teach him.
This was crazy. I've been seeing this dude work this kitchen for the last 2 months, right? I'm back there, whatever. And I asked him about the cook recently, not the cook, the owner of the business part or whatever. And I was like, yo, what's up, man? How's he doing? And he was just like, yes, right? And then I just found out after seeing this dude for like months, you don't speak a lick of English, bro. Like, I'm asking you how this guy's doing, and you just like, yes. Yes, my friend. What?
Yeah.
What? So, yeah, I think, man, I agree with you, but here's my take on it. Here's my perspective on it from our point of view. One of the most dangerous things that I've encountered is an Americanized Black person, right? An Americanized person of African descent. Because being Americanized teaches you that you're entitled to all of these things, that you deserve all of these things, that because you're an American, that you should have all of this stuff. But history has shown us nonstop, relentlessly, without ever letting up, that if you have this black skin, this does not apply to you. But unfortunately, because indoctrination in the American way of life is so complete, this is your God and this is your pledge of allegiance and this is how you should do this and that and this is what you're entitled to. You have so many of our people who think they deserve more than they do when they don't have anything to contribute. And there's a quote that comes to me from Muhammad Ali that this is the way I live my life, man. Service to others is the rent that you pay for your room here on earth, right? Service to others is the rent that you pay for your room here on earth. But when we go to our communities, we see so many people who are only concerned about self. This is why it's so easy to pacify our people. You can show up and pass out some turkeys and pass out a bunch of old ass processed food that was sitting on pallets anyway. You can give some kids some book bags and pencils when white kids on the north side got laptops and tablets. And our people feel like, oh, I've been blessed. It's been such a great thing. Well, that's because they're giving you something to take home and say, I have something, rather than giving you something like training or education or an opportunity to better yourself through going to experience something different so that you can have more to put out into the world. So I feel like one of the biggest tricks that have been played on our people's minds and on their hearts and on the way we operate is that, so many of our people in these communities have become overly selfish. And every other race in America has thrived by having a collective mindset. We have to work together to get to the next level. This is the only way it works. This is the only way the planet works. When you look at the planet, if all the countries aren't working together, there's warfare and disease and destruction, and the planet is the ghetto, right? But NATO was invented, so we don't have those type of things happening. Congress was invented, Senate was invented, so you don't have these type of things happening. Even though, Democrats and Republicans, whoever, they might not agree on everything, but they sit down at the table and they come together to try and make things make sense so that nobody else can come in and invade and destroy this land. As a people, we have to get back to that. We have to get back to that collective mindset. You may be a Blackstone and I may be a gangster. You may be light skinned, I may be dark skinned. You may want to be a rapper and I may want to be a ball player. You may want to open a restaurant and I may want to open a daycare. But unless we're working together and talking together and building together and having agreements and disagreements, but getting to know each other and sharing in the common goal and building up, we're never going to get anywhere. Whereas if 10 migrants move into an apartment, each one of them will do whatever they have to do until each one of them are all doing good. And maybe not in every case, but we see more of this behavior in the Jewish community, in the Asian community, in the Mexican community, in the Asian community. And this is why so few of our stores and so few of our businesses and so little of our real estate belongs to us because, rarely me and you we could individually work our ass off for the next 20 years. And it would take us a lot to get a 20, 30 unit apartment building. Whereas if me, you, and two other brothers got together and just spent a few hours a week, regular time and energy applying ourselves to that goal, we could have that in a matter of a few years. So this is the power of collective thinking and group economic thinking. And I feel like because our people, especially in Chicago, are lost on that and have been deterred from that for so long, we about to lose a lot of real estate. We about to lose a lot of economic power. We about to lose a lot of political power. And I don't know what everybody else doing. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. I just don't know, man, because America is a beautiful and vast place, and there's so many more opportunities in other places.
But to piggyback off what you were saying,
Yeah.
a lot of these Venezuelan women are fine.
Yeah.
That's not piggyback. I was just talking shit.
Yeah. No. Keep it 100. Some of them are.
Hey, look.
Some of them are. Let's just keep it 100.
I was at the laundromat the other day.
Yeah.
I saw one, and I saw a future with.
Yeah. Does he have on soccer shoes, bro?
She probably did. I wasn't looking at her. Look, I said, damn, I could be in the house with her, And look, they don't speak English.
You was visualizing.
They don't speak English, so you got to argue with them through like, bitch, where you been? Put that on the window. No, I'm talking shit.
No, but to, go back to what you were saying though. But when I look at neighborhoods like Inglewood, the Gresham area, South Shore, what's another neighborhood that's surrounding where Market Park,
Woodlawn and Pullman.
The Hispanics are buying that shit up.
Yeah, bro.
They're buying that shit up. That shit been sitting there for the longest, and them houses been dirt cheap in Inglewood. We're talking 80, 90,000. Of course they needed work. But like you said, they'll live 10, 12 to a house. Mm-hmm. Everybody, putting in their checks every week, doing little things. Oh, he does landscaping. Mm-hmm. He does, construction. They ain't got to spend too much of nothing to, get the house up to code.
Right.
Right. What they do next? Oh, they buy the house across the street. Mm-hmm. And I'm watching this happen on my grandmother's block. Mm-hmm. And so
as am I.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the same thing on my
Yeah.
mom's block and my block.
And I'm not even mad at him. I said, but we was sitting across the street from this shit all this time, and we decided to do other things. We decided we wanted Gucci bags. Niggas wearing Gucci purses across their goddamn chest.
Americanized, bro.
Yeah,
Americanized.
like we, that's our, look of success. Just about what we can show you.
Right.
It's not about, like you said, doing collective things. Getting together and building. You can buy the block in a matter of 10 years if 15 of y'all living in one damn house.
Right.
Right. When you get married, say, y'all take, you Esmeralda take your husband,
right.
Y'all gonna live in the house over there, and we gonna put, Maria and and Hector over here, I'm not being racist. Those common Mexican names. I'm part Mexican. Don't get mad at me.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. But
we'll get mad if they call us Shaniqua, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Ray Ray and shit.
Hey, listen, man, you know what? This is my thing. Being black and being from the hood and experiencing what I've experienced, I'm not champion for nobody else until I get championed for. And that's just how I feel, and I will never be regretful, and I will never change the way I feel about that because of the experiences that I've had in my life. I can't sympathize with anybody else while my people are suffering.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's how I felt. When I seen them coming over here, I was, I'm not a political person. I don't know the workings of the government.
Right.
So it took a couple people to tell me why they were coming over here, because I was like, why the fuck they to Chicago?
Yeah,
it's like, do they know?
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
These motherfuckers walking on the expressway and shit. Did you see that?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's wild. Listen,
crazy
I live around the corner from the police station all summer, bro. When you roll past the police station, it looked like a fucking public storage unit. It was shit packed up to the top of the windows where you couldn't even see in the police station, and they out front boxing and playing soccer and cooking food on grills and shit. It was wild, bro.
But I seen Jamal, boy Jamal Green, he was,
Brother Green,
yeah. And he was speaking some shit that I agree with. He was just saying like, take care of the people that are here.
Right.
The people that have been here. Take care
of
that. Like how all of a sudden you are suddenly finding housing for these people.
Yeah.
And people being homeless, walking up down the street, you know what I'm saying? I got one that's trying to fight me, you know what I'm saying, every damn day.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
take
care of
those. He
those.
on your heels, bro. He on your heels,
I'm scared of dude, man.
Yeah. I think, that's the way the city has been. It's never going to change. You can drive down Halsted and see that. If you go from, 103rd to 63rd, 55th, you see one Halsted.
Yeah.
But if you go from Roosevelt to Sheridan, you see something completely different. And we're all Chicagoans and we're all humans. So we all have a capacity to grow if we receive the right resources and the right education and the right opportunity. But Chicago has been notoriously okay with overlooking people of color when it comes to advancement in society. And I think this is why we have carloads of youth getting together to pick up guns and go outside and just rob everybody they see, because, bro, that's
I don't want to laugh at that, man.
But it's bro. This is the craziness of our society in Chicago. Not one, not two. Every day you got a new group of young black teens, as young as 10, 11, ready to get a gun and get in the car 4, 5 deep and go rob everybody they see, because the society that they live in has been so insistent on devaluing them that they feel like they just want to take as much as they can as fast as they can.
Yeah.
Look,
man.
You can't get to that point without something being psychologically deficient in you.
Hey, man, that's their mom and daddies, man, not doing that goddamn job.
Man.
I'm gonna shoot somebody's baby.
No, it gotta be.
No. I'm not disagreeing.
Right.
I'm not, because that what you said holds a lot of merit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that, but the other part of it is parents are not doing their goddamn job. That's why these kids, why you are 13 years old and 2 in the morning, you know, you out doing shit. It's like, what the fuck is your mother and father?
Yeah,
She,
but
you know,
but nobody taught your mother how to mother. Nobody taught your father how to father. Nobody taught them how to be husband and wife to each other. We talking about a lot of resource, a lot of learning, a lot of. Right now, my daughter's 7. My daughter just started soccer. Right, her first organized sports ever. Bro, she look crazy as hell trying to run around this soccer field with all of these kids who on their second and third season of playing organized sports. But this is how you learn to live your life. You cohabitate and you cooperate with other people and you compete and you lose and you win and you build relationships and you learn how to become a good human being. And this is one of the first things they stripped out of our communities, bro. There are no baseball programs. There are no football programs. The only thing we got now, what you see in every neighborhood, is these little dance programs where the little girls popping and at the red light and begging for money
Get ready
and
for the BOBW.
yeah, bro. So you know we have to. It's a resource thing, man. It's a resource and an opportunity thing.
I never thought about it like that.
You-
I never thought about it that because I was like, why the fuck they think throwing, you know, putting up some damn swimming pools and basketball rims would be the you know, the solution to everything. But you know, I didn't think of it. You know, like you said, it teaches them, you know, gives them like construction. You know, it teaches them togetherness. You know, and you know,
Friendships and
Yeah,
interaction
yeah.
and yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Otherwise, you just got kids going outside. What we gonna do? Well, shit, I got a gun. I do too. Shit, we can rob everybody we see. Fuck it. Right? This is how it's going, man. You know. But look, man, I don't want to go too long, bro. I want to chop it up with these over these things, man, and we're gonna come back with some more topics, man, probably next week.
Okay, cool.
You know,
cool.
I always appreciate your insight, man.
sir.
You know, and I hope the people looking and listening and taking notes. And man, listen, come at us in the comments, man. You know, let us know what y'all got going on. If y'all feel like we right or wrong, we not super sensitive, brothers. We open to dialogue, and we'll probably write down what you say and come back and revisit it, because part of what we're trying to do with Black on Black Wealth is have constructive conversations and break the mold of everybody just fighting and battling and being at odds with each other on the internet, man.
Yeah, you know, the part of, you know, communication is debate, you know, and difference of opinion, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you said, you know, we're not sensitive, you know, you can, if you don't like the delivery, you know, you can, you know, voice your opinion on that, or if you just have a totally different outlook, you know, it's all about, you know, just respecting each other, respecting, you know, that the fact that we have an opinion, you know what I'm saying? Don't just come in there like, oh, you stupid. It's like,
Yeah, right.
nigga,
Yeah. It's gonna
you
happen
gonna
though.
get your
Yeah.
ass whooped.
It's gonna happen though.
You will get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking right in the camera saying, you will get your ass whooped. Call me stupid in my face.
Hey
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Hey, listen, man. Hey, with that being said, I want to give a special shout out to my sis Sadia. Say, man, anytime we're having a conversation about women, bro, she texts me, she give me the business, man. She said we sound like two grumpy old men. But I love her. I love her.
That's fine. Oh, well.
Yeah, I love her, man. But man, look, as usual, man, it's always a pleasure chopping it up with you, man. Where can they find you at, bro? Where can they lock in with you?
You can find me on Facebook at Anton Rainey. You can find me on Instagram at Still Reign Supreme 1982. I only got like 3 posts on there because it's a new page. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a troll page. You know, nobody's gonna come in and ask for your cash app. You know?
Word. Get at him, man. And in the meanwhile, we're gonna be working on a nickname for his new page, man.
I guess we're gonna go with Reign Supreme.
Reign
That's
Supreme.
my Instagram. We're gonna go
Okay.
with
Reign
It's my
Supreme.
new-
Yeah, they got a nice little ring to it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Okay.
You know, they ain't feminine. And, you know, it's not Shay Shay.
Yeah,
know what I'm
it's not a club. Shay Shay. Right. Okay, man. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you stopping through, man. You know, you can find him at Reign Supreme. You can also find me at Black on Black Wealth 1 on Instagram, or Black on Black Wealth on Facebook and TikTok as well. Also, the YouTube channel, the Black on Black Wealth YouTube channel, is where we post this dialogue. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Again, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. And as I always say, man, y'all don't forget we need Black on Black Wealth from coast to coast like butter on toast. You dig? So I'll holler at y'all later. Thanks for tuning in.